Yo, 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 what is up? This is Lisa from For Life Fitness, and I'm here to talk to you today about something that got my interest sparked this morning while we were in yoga class. The instructor, Jackie, who is awesome, by the way, she mentioned a term that she's been hearing more frequently lately, and that term is called salt of the earth, okay? That term is something that dates back all the way to the Bible. It's a term that means to add flavor to something, to add some kind of kindness, flavor, and in personality. So she was mentioning that she feels that all the people that come and practice yoga where we practice, we're people who, we're the salt of the earth. We are the good in the earth. We are the things that add flavor, excitement, and passion, which I suggest you be the salt of the earth too, okay? Well, anyway, going on from that is where we're at now. So why am I here talking to you about this salt of the earth term? Well, it's for one reason and one reason only. It's because when she said that, what happened in my head said, salt, sodium. Oh my gosh, so many people forget to think about sodium when they're trying to lose weight. That's what I should talk on YouTube about next. So here we are. Here we are going to talk about sodium, a micronutrient. So you have your macros and your micros. A micronutrient, because it's the small things, that plays such an important role in your body, water weight loss, which is what most people need to lose in the beginning, and would like to lose towards the end too, because the water that we hold on to is the stuff that makes us look fluffier, especially when you're starting to try to lose that last 5 pounds. The difference between that 5 pounds, liking the way you look at that 5 pounds, and not liking the way you look at that 5 pounds, so if you could be the same weight and liking it versus not liking it, a lot of times has to do with how much water you have on your body. And that is sodium that's going to be so crucial in this. So, sodium, as you guys probably know, table salt has a lot of sodium in it. Well, let's get back to what the American Heart Association says that every American should be consuming. We should be consuming between 1,700, correct, Ron? 1,700?
1,500 and 2,300.
1,500 and 2,300 milligrams. Sorry, I'm wrong. 1,500 and 2,300 milligrams of sodium a day for the healthy individual. Okay, so that's for the healthy individual. If with people who have no coronary artery disease, with people who do not have hypertension. Now, if you are towards the have a history of hypertension in your family, Vivi, say hi. That's Vivi. Vivi says hello. Vivi says she would like to talk with us. Okay. Hi. Say hello. This is Vivian. Vivian's awesome. Anyway, so are you. You're pretty awesome too. Let's get back. So 15 to 2,300 milligrams. If you are healthy with no history of heart disease, hypertension, anything like that, you could be closer to the 2,300 milligram. This is in a day, in a 24-hour period, remember, okay? 2,300 milligrams of sodium consumed in a day. Now, if you have any kind of underlying condition at all, any hypertension in your family, any which is high blood pressure, in case somebody doesn't know, any kind of heart disease in your family, or you have some elevated hypertension yourself, or any other issues, you would want to be closer to that 1,500 mark, okay? So that's what they recommend. Well, what is really happening?
3,400 upwards to 10,000.
So did you hear that? Did you guys just hear what Ron said? Because this is a very astonishing number. So I want you to take this in for a second, because you may be one of these people who are falling, you are probably one of these people who are falling in this category. 3,400 milligrams to upwards of 10,000 milligrams in a 24-hour period. That is over 4 times the 4 days worth of sodium that you should ever have in one day. So you're packing 4 days worth of that. Now, why does this matter? Why does it matter? Besides the obvious that your doctor told you to watch your salt intake because you have high blood pressure, and you may not have any idea how that really affects your blood pressure, but let me talk to you about it, okay? So we were saying that 10,000 milligrams of sodium, some people are getting a day, most are getting about 3,400, 3,500, which is still way too much. How is that going to affect you in your weight loss? Well, it's going to do it in a couple ways. One of the ways that sodium affects weight loss is it makes you more thirsty. So salt your foods will make you more thirsty? Well, the average American is not always consuming water like as they should be when they're thirsty. They're consuming some kind of beverage that has calories, some kind of sugary beverage, which I suggest you get rid of in your life completely. But let's think back to our children who are in schools that have high sodium diets. Okay, they are consuming sugary beverages, right? Juices. Oh my gosh, juice. That's another topic that I'd like to get on in another time. Don't ever drink it. Stay away from it. It's not, you don't need it. Your kids don't need it. It doesn't do anything. Okay, stay away from it. Anyway, they're drinking juices. They're drinking milk. Milk, lots of sugar in the milks. Oh my gosh, so much hidden sugar in milk in school lunches. They're not drinking water like they should be. So they eat sodium, higher sodium. It makes you thirstier. You're going to end up grabbing that. They estimate that you can cut a child's sugary beverage intake by up to 2 beverages in a week by cutting their sodium to an adequate amount. Interesting. Number 2, another thing that causes sodium. So sodium, when you put it on food, salt, when you put it on food, it makes things taste better. The palate likes it a little bit more, so you tend to overeat it. People who eat food laced with salt overeat. They have lots and lots of studies that have proven that people that eat salt in their food overeat it, so cut it out. Cut it out. You don't need it. Okay? Another thing that happens is that salt makes you hold on to water. Okay, yeah, it does. It makes you hold on to water. In the short term, that means fluffiness, bloatingness, increase in your belly, that water weight around your gut. For me, somebody who's leaner like me, it means my muscles are a little bit fuller. I look a little bit bigger, my muscles look bulkier, I look like that, versus skinnier looking, leaner, more shredded lines. That is a difference. My skin will look different the more sodium I have. My wrinkles are a little bit filled in when I have just a little bit more sodium. But if I have too much sodium, they're actually very, very divoted. I look very wrinkly in my face. So you hold on to the water in a short term so you look bigger, okay? You don't like the way you look in the bikini, things wiggle more, you don't feel good when you're by yourself. Number 1. Number 2, long term, it makes you're holding on to water, okay? It also, which that increase in water that you're holding on to, for a long term, what's that gonna do? It's gonna make your heart pump harder, right? Because the more blood volume we have, the more water we have inside our body, okay? The harder your heart's gonna have to work. That heart's working harder, increased blood pressure, okay? That's not good. Blood pressure is the silent killer. High blood pressure is silent killer because a lot of times there's not any signs, and a lot of people are not getting their well visits like they should, and they have no idea what's going on. So sodium can be the root of all those evil things. So without counting your sodium and paying attention, making sure your sodium is in check, you are not going to lose weight the way you want to lose weight. You will not respond to changing up macros and this and that. So now let's get on to, you're already there, okay? So you're with me, you're not eating McDonald's, which, wait a minute, Ron, can you give me some facts about some food? Like a Panera sandwich, I think one of their turkey sandwiches has
2,800 milligrams.
About 2,800 milligrams of sodium in it, okay? So that's one of the things that
Over
you may be
1,000
picking. That's healthy. It's over 1,000 calories, which is totally crazy. But you may be picking that when you go to a restaurant. Let's go to Panera. It's so much healthier. Let's go there. Well, you're getting a bunch of sodium and a lot of calories there. The food that we eat, the kids eat, lots of packaged food has sodium. But let's get away from like the bad food, because a lot of people realize that bad food has sodium in it. Let's think about some of these things that you're using that are your healthy alternatives. So did you grab a meal replacement shake today? Have you had a meal replacement? I want you to take your label of your powder or whatever you're using and read and see how much sodium's in it. A lot of protein powders, a lot of products on the market have higher sodium contents. Now, it's okay if that's one of the only things that you have that is a decent amount of sodium in. But if you are using them more than once a day, and it's a staple that happens, that powder you use, maybe you're making protein shakes 3 times a day, or you're using it in some oats and you're this and that, and you're using one that's higher protein or higher sodium, that adds up, okay? Another thing that has sodium in it that people don't really think about, wraps. So our tortilla wraps, these healthy whole grain. I buy this, it's this and that. The flat outs, all those. Decent amount of sodium in them, right? Because that extends the half-life. We also yogurts, almond milk. These are things that we don't think about because they're all our healthy. Greek yogurts. Some Greek yogurts have so much sodium in them. Cheeses, okay? I love cheese. Cheese is amazing, but cheese can be from brand to brand, have a different amount of sodium in it. So you can't just say, oh, this cheese has a lot of sodium and this doesn't. This is where nutrition label reading is key, okay? I want you to always read your label when you buy anything. Your brand, any brand you goods, compare them. Compare a few things on these labels when you're picking between brand A and brand B on the shelf, okay? Ingredients, important. Make sure you can understand the ingredients and you know what you're putting in your body. Number one. Number two, the calories, macros, right? So protein, compare them. Make sure your serving sizes are the same. If not, convert them to like units and then figure it out from there. So make sure your servings are the same. Compare your calories to calories, fat to fat. Where's the fat coming from? I always ask myself that too. Where am I getting it? Am I getting it from a healthy version or am I getting it from something that's not healthy? There. Then I go down to my sodium. That's the next thing I look at. Okay, I look at protein too, but I get protein from meat sources typically. And unless I'm talking about comparing protein powder to protein powder, the next thing I'm looking at is sodium. So this is like a product on the shelf, maybe like pasta sauce. I'm talking about a chip, a cracker, things of that nature, a wrap. Now you're gonna look at sodium. Make sure your sodiums, get the one with less sodium, okay? Because sodium is going to make you, like I said, hold on to that water. It's going to make that heart work harder over time. It's going to make your body, your goals, not the way you want them, okay? You will not reach your goals when you have too much sodium. When you go out to eat at restaurants, no matter what thing you're buying, no matter how healthy you think it is, it always has way more sodium than the stuff you can make at home. So when you're buying lunch at work, so maybe you work in a hospital or you work somewhere that has a very healthy cafe. They have a lot of healthy choices, a lot of things that you can choose from that are on the good food list in your head, that things that you could get, so you use it frequently. Well, remember, they use a lot more sodium. Their sauces have a lot more sodium. Oh, sauces, dressings. Oh my gosh, look at your dressing labels. There's so much sodium in your salad dressing that you're putting on your salad, especially if you're using more than one serving. Your sauces, your teriyaki sauces, your barbecue sauces, your Tabasco sauce, your sriracha. The serving for those is insanely small, and the amount of sodium is crazy. Soy sauce, what? Yeah, soy sauce is horrible. Even the low sodium soy sauce, nope, stay away. You know what's even better than that though? So there's alternatives to these things, people. So alternatives to them, the coconut aminos, those are great. You can get them online. They're a great alternative to soy sauces, great alternative to teriyaki seasoning, and they have a garlic sauce one, all A+, low sodium. Watch your serving those again. Always read your label. Those are better than you have, like Mrs. Dash has marinades that are sodium free. Mrs. Dash, your powders, your seasoning powders. So maybe you're buying a chili powder that has sodium in it that you don't realize. Some have sodium and some don't. Read the label. Mrs. Dash makes all this. Ranch packets, OMG. So you like your Greek yogurt ranch dip that you have every single day, maybe because it's a staple and you eat that with vegetables, and yay, good job for you, because you know what? Greek yogurt is an awesome source of protein. Watch my other video to find out about what to do with your plain Greek yogurt. But, so that's great, but that packet that you're putting in there, this is a staple you're having every day. It has a high amount of sodium, especially depending on your serving size. You gotta watch that. So, maybe Mrs. Dash's ranch packets would be a better choice for you if you're using that. So what I want you to do is log your sodium for a day, figure out what's going on with it, and pay attention to all your labels. Read your labels. Make sure you're getting between 1,500 and less than 2,300 milligrams, like we said, from the healthy individual to somebody who is not as healthy, can go up to, or should be lower, and the healthier one can be higher. Make sure with the sodium too, you're getting enough water in no matter what. So say you have a time that you need to eat more sodium because you are going out to dinner with family and friends and everybody's going to social events, and you want to be able to eat, maybe you get that salmon on the salad and no dressing and this and that, no cheese, no dressing. That's great, but that salmon still has a lot more sodium in it than the one you would make at home. So make sure you up your water on those days, okay? So because it does make us hold on to water, if we give ourselves a little bit more water, we will diurese some of it off. So higher sodium days, make sure you up your water intake. And what do you want to say?
It's a boy.
Boy, Haley would like you to know that salt is a killer. It's gonna silently kill you. Yes. She said
I
that.
never said that.
Yes, she says salt is a killer. She says stay away from it. She says stay away from that sodium. Watch it in your diet. Pay attention to what you're eating. Read your labels. You need help. You want to know what you do. How do you look good all year round? Let me know. I can help you. I can make it so you don't have to just look good for the summer. You can look good all year long. Love yourself. Love your body. Take care of it. Nourish it. Oh, flex my guns. Haley would like me to flex my guns. Yeah. Now, you don't need to have guns like this to enjoy yourself. You don't need to have guns. You don't even need to really have that much muscle mass to love yourself. You need to learn how to love yourself, though. And first steps first, take care of yourself. And that means pay attention to what you put in your body. And sodium's one of those things. All right. So, guess what? This has been my rant about sodium. I want you to share, like, subscribe, whatever, comment on the video, check it out, follow us for more fun stuff at 4Life Fitness, because we are awesome, you are awesome. It's a great day to have a great day. Over and out, 4Life Fitness. Bye. Bye.